Welcome to today's class. Today we shall start the unit 1 which deals with basic circuit analysis. In that we are going to see the topic resistive elements. In that we shall see today what is an electric current, and then before that we have to understand what is an electric circuit. An electric circuit or electrical network is an interconnection of electrical elements linked together in a closed path so that an electric current may flow continuously. A simple electric circuit is shown. So this is simple electric circuit. Here you have a battery and you have a resistor. So these two are electrical elements, and these two electrical elements are connected by means of a connector, probably a wire. So it provides a closed path. So in an electric circuit, current starts from the positive terminal of the battery. It flows through the elements in the electric circuit. Finally, it reaches the negative terminal of the battery. Here you can see we have a battery, we have a lamp and a switch. So when you close the switch, or when the switch S is closed, it will form a closed circuit. So current will start from the positive terminal of the battery. It flows through the various elements in the circuit and the bulb glows. And we say a current flows through the circuit. Here the battery is called the electrical energy source, and the bulb where the energy is consumed, it is called load. And the switch S, it is to control the flow of current. Suppose switch S is on, there will be a current flow. The switch S is open, right? Then the current is 0, right? So today we are going to define what is electric current. Okay. For that, we will define what is electric current. For that, you should know something basic about atomic structure. So you might have studied in your school days. So atom has got a nucleus. In the nucleus, you have protons and neutrons are bound together, and encircling the nucleus, we have electrons in various orbits. Okay, the last orbit, right? The electrons that travel in the last orbit, it is also called valence orbit. That electron is called valence electron, that is loosely bound by the nucleus. So this electron is called you can call this electron as a free electron. Okay. With the external stimulus like temperature, this free electron, it can leave the parent atom and it can move to the last shell of the neighboring atom. Okay. So what we have is, we have free electrons, right? Electrons not belonging to one specific atom. So these free electrons are responsible for current flow. These free electrons are responsible for current flow. Okay. So if you take a piece of copper wire, suppose you imagine you are able to see inside a piece of a copper wire, you can see there are large number of free electrons that will be moving inside the copper wire in a random direction, right? So we can say the flow of charges may constitute an electric current, but one problem here is the number of electrons crossing a section of the conductor to the left is equal to the number of electrons crossing that section to the right, and hence net current in the conductor is 0. So you can see, if you take a cross section, the number of electrons crossing the left side is equal to number of electrons crossing the right side. Suppose NEL, that is the number of electrons crossing left side, that is going to equal to number of electrons crossing the right side. So we say the net current through the conductor is 0. Then what constitutes an electric current? How can you define electric current? The flow of electrons in a specific direction. The flow of electrons in a specific direction constitutes an electric current. So here the electrons are moving from left hand side to the right hand side, or it can move from right hand side to the left hand side. So you can define an electric current as the flow of electrons in a specific direction. You know very well, the electron is a charged particle, and electrons, they have a negative charge, negatively charged particle. Okay. Suppose, imagine you have a box, in that you have 6.24 in 10 power 18 electrons, right? Just imagine the charge due to this much number of electrons, charge due to 6.24 into 10 power 18 electrons, that constitutes 1 coulomb of charge. 1 coulomb of charge. So now I can define the electric current like this. If 1 coulomb of electronic charge cross a section of a conductor in 1 second, right? We say 1 ampere of current flows through the conductor. Say for example, we have a cross section, that blue color shown, and we have 1 coulomb of charge. Imagine we have 1 coulomb of charge. In 1 second, or in every second, if 1 coulomb of charge cross the cross section, then we say 1 ampere of current flows through the conductor, right? So you can write mathematically the expression for current. Current is denoted by I, the letter I. So it is nothing but charge over time, or in other words, I equal to Q by T, where Q is the charge in coulomb and T is time in seconds. So the unit of current is amperes. I equal to Q by T, ampere. Ampere is the unit of current. So with this, we have understood today what is an electric current, and next we shall move on to what is voltage, the concept of voltage, potential difference, and other things. Thank you.